Hey guys, doing a not very quick vlog. Um, because there's a few things I wanted to talk about. Just in general, I always suck at doing these. They're always meandering and sloppy, and I never edit them. And I don't really have my old camera anymore, so here I am holding my phone up. So you get to put up with Parkinson's hand, just like the last one. But I feel like I owe my fans an explanation about a few things outside of doing a clickbaitish video about the coronavirus. First off, I'm fine. I'm not dead. I don't I don't know where that started. Um and uh For those of you spreading rumors that I'm dead, it would be greatly appreciated if you stopped. I know you guys worry about me as a person, but trust me, if something were to happen to me, Trey would have made a video and posted it. He still has the password. He would have known that would have been in my wishes. If something serious, that serious, would have happened to me, you guys would have known about it by now. All right, so first and foremost, please stop worrying. I get that I have mental problems. I get that I've described problems with thoughts of suicide and depression in the past. But really, like I said, if something happens, Trey will probably be the first one to let you guys know. So no, I'm not dead. But I also wanted to address another thing. I don't talk to Diecade anymore. For good reasons, because I was a dick. I did some really shitty things when I was on the Lost Media Wiki. And he has every right to not want to talk to me anymore. Of the things that I can talk about, because I'm not going to talk about everything. If I talk about everything, then that's going to bring a lot of personal details out about a lot of the people on the website. And I don't have their consent to talk about it. And I feel like that's very important. But I can talk about the things that I have the right to talk about. And a lot of you have probably already suspected this for a while. I'm a drama queen. All right? I'm a drama queen. And I've been getting, over the last couple of years, I've been getting therapy for it. Whether, I don't think it's full out histrionic personality disorder, but it's definitely a problem. A huge problem. And I was so much of a drama queen that I would go create sock puppet accounts on the wiki, and I would create a huge mess sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't even start the drama. Somebody else would. And then I would go from there and add to the drama, sometimes in an attempt to make myself look like a victim. It took the LMW a while to figure this out. The signs were there. They were blatant and obvious because I was an idiot about it. But I feel like I owe you guys at least me taking responsibility for that. I can't talk about the other stuff because that's all personal. And I beg you guys, please do not go asking members of the wiki for more information. And that's not just because it's going to make me look worse. I don't really give a shit about my reputation anymore. That's out the window. And I'm actually coming clean about this for my own conscience. I'm doing this because I feel like it's the right thing to do to tell people about what happened. But I'm saying please do not go seek out more information because those people probably just want to be left the hell alone about it. That includes Daikate. And the other big reason why I'm bringing this up is because Daikate had to come to me a few days ago and tell me that somebody is posing as him saying that I'm dead, and apparently somebody made a fake obituary. And I'm going to tell you right now that that is not me behind that. I have worked too hard to go back to that shit behavior. And if you're the one doing that, and the people saying that Daikate's the one making, because there's a couple of comments on my previous video, of which are not really visible anymore. I'll take a look at those again, and I can provide screen caps if need be. That said, that Daikate was the one that made this fake obituary that said I was dead. And if you're doing that, fuck you. I am not joking around on that. Daikate needs to be left alone about what happened between the two of us, and those of you that are trying to drag this back out, you guys are the problem here. Alright? I have been trying to stop this behavior and take responsibility for it. I can put up with the consequences of my actions, but I am not behind this. And Daikate, if you're watching this, I want you to know that I'm sorry that you still have to put up with this. I know it's the internet. What are you going to do? People do stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that I can't express how upset that makes me. That people think that that's okay to do. I mean, it should upset me that I thought it was okay for me to be a drama queen to begin with. You know, like, that kind of makes me a bit of a hypocrite because of the shit that I used to do, but I've stopped. And I'm going to therapy, and I'm getting help for a lot of the other issues that got me kicked off of the wiki as well. So, if you're doing that, please just fucking stop. It's disgusting. It really is. I'm going to get off of that. I don't want to spend the rest of the video talking about the LMW. But coming off of that, am I back? Quote unquote. Am I back, making videos for the channel? I don't know yet. And that's because I don't know if you've watched the coronavirus video that I made. I went into a little bit of detail because I understand completely where some people are coming from, trying to, get away from, just trying to be social again. Just trying to connect with their friends. And I said I actually kind of sympathize with them because that's the way I'm feeling. Part of my mental recovery has been to go out and have a life. I've been going to concerts. I'm actually learning musical instruments. And it didn't feel right doing the channel anymore at some point. I lost the motivation, and I was happier without it because I didn't feel this pressure anymore. Well, now I've been in quarantine for about 2 months, and look, guys, I know none of us want to say that this is the new normal, but when they say this is the new normal, there's a reason. This virus is going to take a long time to go away. And while I don't want to say that human behavior is going to go completely digital, where all of our friendships and relationships are via the internet and FaceTime and stuff like that, but I feel like, because they're saying that this could go on anywhere between 2 to 4 years, not months. You hear a lot of people making this hopeful talk about opening up the economy. And trust me, this is all related towards whether or not I'm back. I'm gonna get to that. A lot of people making a lot of hopeful talk about reopening the economy, or saying that things will go back to normal. But those people don't really, like, they're trying to be optimistic because none of us want this to go on for a long time. But trust me, it's going to go on for a long time. It's going to come in waves. We're going to reopen the economy. We're going to have to shut it back down again. And eventually people are just going to get sick of reopening it again and again and watching this virus fuck us over and over again. And I feel like people who say that things will eventually return back to normal, even if this does go on for the full-blown 4 years that this is projected to possibly go on for, I think it would probably be more close to the 2-year spectrum, or maybe even shorter than that, maybe just a year. But I feel like people don't understand, like, exactly how comfortable some people are getting in quarantine. Like, we're stressed, we're anxious, we miss our friends, we want to be social, but a lot of us are adjusting in weird fucking ways. Like, a lot of us are accepting this and saying, okay, this is how I'm going to interact with people, this is how I'm going to do my job now, if I'm able to do it remotely. I feel so sorry for people that can't. Or we need them to be able to not work remotely because we need them to stock our grocery store shelves. So when I say that I don't know if I'm back yet, I may end up reopening this channel because my way of connecting to people is through music. So if I come back, it's not going to be for the Chronicles. I'm ending it. I don't want to go as far as to say that I never should have started the show. I think that I started it as an experiment. I started it as something that I wanted to do. Just as a side project. I wanted 2 Beats Plus to be my main thing. And then, of course, now 2 Beats Plus is gone completely. And people just liked the Chronicles a lot more because it probably had more of a demand, more of an audience. And I didn't realize exactly how much the whole reviewer thing was dying by the time I was even trying to start. A lot of the people that are just now becoming popular, they either have a completely different format than the Nostalgia Critic for seriously, like very obvious reasons, or they actually started a ways back, like even before I did, and they're just now starting to get some notability. Yes, that's my cat in the background. But I don't think my entire heart was ever in the show. I think I just kept doing it because it's the thing that attracted the most audience, and I'm starting to realize now it's not about the numbers. Like, I'm never going to be able to, make a decent living being a YouTuber. Not unless I really change how I do things, and probably do things that's more true to myself, maybe. But I shouldn't be banking on it. Yeah. So I gotta end the Chronicles, guys. Not just because of the shit that happened to me on the wiki. Like, I am kind of a little tired of the community. Not because there's anything wrong with the community, but like, it just kind of bores me. I've never really been super interested in it. I mean, I was interested in talking to the people there. I liked a lot of the people that I met. But anybody that was part of the community while I was on there, they probably knew that I was just there to promote my channel, which is cringy and stupid, but it's what I did. I can't go back and change it. The only thing I can do is change what I do from here on out. So does that mean Randy's going to be doing Adventures in Vinyland? Well, you could probably tell from me swinging around that I'm not really even taking very good care of my turntable. It's actually kind of funny because My mental recovery has also involved me slowly moving away from vinyl. If you see off to the side there, I'm not, it's probably more towards that way, but you're not going to see it because my chair's blocking the way. I have a cassette player now. I've gone full blown hipster. And I actually listen, or was listening to before quarantine. Now quarantine happened and I don't fucking leave the house. Um, I was listening to cassettes as a way to keep myself off my phone. Because I can, of course, just open Spotify, but then that encourages me to check shit on my phone. So I just got a portable cassette player and I would just dub albums onto cassette or buy the legit cassette copy. And I actually kind of learned to love the fuzz and the lo-fi, sound. Well, I wouldn't really say it's necessarily lo-fi. You can get hi-fi cassette pretty easily, if I'm going into technical terminology. So will I be going in the direction of reviewing albums again? I'm not sure. I may go into like showing you some of the songs I've written on. I play ukulele and mandolin now. Right now, my mandolin's out of commission. Actually, it's kind of funny because I down tuned my mandolin to have a similar tuning to the ukulele. For the purpose of making it easier for me to learn it, so that way I don't confuse chord shapes. I have motor skill issues. Part of the reason why I'm 30 and still don't know how to drive is because I'm so slow to react to things sometimes, because it's partially nerves and partially just my brain does not make the connection to the muscle movement very quick. So that's why I didn't pick up guitar. I went with ukulele instead because, like, I didn't want to just be the guy that the 7 billionth guy to learn guitar. Instead, I'm the 8 billionth guy to learn ukulele, and most people that learn ukulele just. I'm trying to pronounce it correctly. By the way, if you notice, I'm saying ukulele instead of ukulele. It's because that's the way the Hawaiians say it. I'm just trying to be, respectful. Yeah, okay, my roommate is trying to correct me even further. Ukulele. Um, but I'm not going to put that much effort into it. Um, but yeah, like, I might share some music that I've written. I might talk about music history. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely going to do things that are a lot more authentic to myself if I keep this channel going, and it's not going to involve the LMC. I have an unfinished episode of LMC, by the way, and I'm finally starting to pick it back up again to finish it because it sat there rotting for like 9 months without me touching it, and I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it for the sake of putting it out there. It's going to seem like a little bit of a stretch for an LMC. And also, I think it puts me at a nice, comfortable 75. I'm not sure if it's at 74 or 75, but I'm ending it with this last one. And it's not going to be the highest quality. In the background, you hear my bird squawking a whole lot, and I just kept going because I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. I guess that's kind of a shitty attitude to have towards the show, though. And that's probably the reason why I shouldn't be doing it anymore. If I find myself that disinterested, why am I even wasting people's time on it? Why am I wasting my own time on it? I had fun with it at times. Sometimes I was doing an episode I wasn't super interested in, and it was because I knew it would get me a ton of views, and of course those are my most watched videos. One other thing I wanted to address is that, yes, there are some missing episodes of the Lost Media Chronicles. Some of them are due to copyright takedowns, and I'm too lazy and demotivated about the series to go re-edit it together and repost it. And if you feel like that's an insult to you as a fan, you're free to unsubscribe. I understand. I'm not going to argue with you on that. Episode, I believe, 48 is gone for the time being. I could probably just redub it myself. And do a very similar critical impression. What ended up happening was that was because one of the people off of the wiki was the one who provided that voice, and after relations with me and the wiki fell, he personally requested for me to remove the video. So I, out of respect and not being a completely awful shitbag of a human being, removed it. And you're gonna notice there's a lot more episodes missing. So this is gonna get just a little bit personal, but I think it's important to talk about. I used to post videos with an individual that went by the name Amanda. Um, and I guess first lesson learned, don't post YouTube videos with somebody that you're dating, because it may not work out in the long run, and then like the videos just become painful memories. Not that they're gonna ever be that painful. You'll like understand in a second, but this individual doesn't go by Amanda anymore. That this individual has come out as trans. I don't want to go into too much detail. He still lives with me, but we broke up because I have my preferences, my sexual preferences, if you will, as a person, and there just would have been too many changes. And I wanted to salvage any friendship I can still have with that person. Unfortunately, keeping those videos up just reminds me too much of the previous relationship, and it's also triggering for him as a person. I know triggered, he's a snowflake. Don't go there. Don't go there. Please don't go freaking commenting that kind of shit. And if I see that transphobic bullshit in my comment section, I am going to block you. And I'm not sure if that even makes you capable of watching my videos, which I know you can just simply log into a different account. But yeah, I'm not going to put up with transphobic bullshit in the comments. You can go argue on Reddit about whether or not you think being transgender is legitimate, quote unquote, but because you have your freedom of speech, and I'm going to disagree with you vehemently, but please keep that shit off my channel. For the sake of civility. We already got enough shit going on with fake obituaries. I don't need transphobic bullshit thrown in as well. I had to put up with my own closeted transphobic bullshit, having to deal with, because almost any cis person I know is going to be transphobic on some level, by accident. In a lot of cases, by accident, because you have this idea of how gender works and how gender identity and gender expression works, but it's not what you think. And this has only taught me a lot more about myself. And I want you guys to know that this individual, I'm not going to say his name because I don't think he wants me to openly advertise what he goes by now, because I don't want you guys tracking him down on any social media and doing shit. This individual is a good person, but I don't think, he didn't really want to do the videos to begin with, and he just did it because he really liked me at the time and was scared to say no. And that happens with people sometimes. Sometimes people are just too scared to say no, and there's no way I could have known that. And B, because it just doesn't represent who he is anymore. So, just like the LMC doesn't represent who I am. So yeah, I don't know if I'm back or not. I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. I hope I can find a better way to express myself online where it doesn't become unhealthy and I can still have a real life. I can still go to concerts and stuff like that. And that I don't return to old attention-seeking behavior. If you feel upset by this sudden revelation and you feel the need to unsubscribe, and if you feel like you hate me now, that's fine. You have every right to think that. And I think that about does it. 25 minutes of me rambling. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. Stop fucking protesting stay at home orders. Oh my god, stop protesting those. And please vote in this upcoming election, please. We gotta get the orange dumbass out of office. I know I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt back in the day, but that was a mistake. Man, buddy, why the fuck did I make that video thinking, oh, we need to reunite the country? No, we need to change the fucking system. Alright. See ya.